Hello and welcome to the Residual Royalty Academy. This is the channel where I show you how to go from nothing to at least 4 figures a month in passive income by publishing low and no content books on Amazon. So in this video, we're going to be talking about something that most people don't understand, which is outsourcing and leveraging. So before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the like button if you do enjoy this video, or the dislike button if you don't enjoy this video. And without any further ado, let's get into it. So this is a concept I was introduced to mostly in a book called Life Leverage by Rob Moore. And I often get reminded of this by people who go to work or go to their job all week, every day, and then they spend all weekend working on the house or tidying or doing home improvements or cooking, tidying, ironing, doing all these different chores, and they just go round in circles. And by the time they finish doing all these menial little tasks after work or at the weekend, there's no time for them to do anything that they want to do, or they're too tired to do anything that they might like to do instead. And it's the same story, like I say, at the weekend they spend all the time cleaning, washing, ironing, and then back to work, and the cycle repeats and they just go round in circles. And in the end, they literally end up just working for the bank. This is quite a sad reality, just working for the bank to pay the mortgage that they signed up to, and they never get any time to do anything that they please. Now, I'm not hating on jobs. I've had jobs in the past before I was doing this publishing full time, but I just wanted to bring to light the idea of leveraging your time. So let me give you a numerical example. So let's say at work you earn £40 an hour. For some it's going to be more, for some it's going to be less. I'm just choosing this as an arbitrary example, or maybe that's in your business as well. So now you come home after work and you need to clean the house. It's a thankless task and it's really never ending. Due to the law of entropy, I do actually have a chemistry degree, so I'm going to explain this to you now. The law of entropy basically states that things naturally become more disordered over time. You know, if you're living in a house, it's naturally going to get dirty just by the fact that you're there and everything's happening in the house and whatever. So this is something that you can't really stop. Things are just going to get messy and dirty, and things are going to need cleaning and cooking and all this stuff. But you do it anyway because this is what society tells us a good working, middle-class, hard-working person should do. But the idea of outsourcing is that you shouldn't really be doing these things if it's cheaper for you to pay somebody else to do them. For example, here in England, a cleaner costs about £10 an hour. So if they're there for 2 hours a week, they'll have the house clean pretty much for the whole week because they're actually going, they're going hard, they're putting a lot of effort into it, and they're going to get it sparkling clean, and that's going to be good for around a week. So that's £20 a week or £80 a month. Maybe you've got a big family of, 5-6 people in the house. Maybe even get the cleaner in twice a week. Then that's only going to be £160 a month. But you're bringing in £40 an hour from work. So if you were to just work 4 extra hours, do a bit of overtime, then you're literally going to be saving 10, 12, maybe 15 hours each month of low intensity, can't be bothered, bored cleaning. Whereas the cleaner's going to, put a lot of effort into it, try and keep their job, make sure everything is sparkling. And that's the power of leverage. So you're literally spending 4 hours to save 10 to 15 hours. And the same applies to many different things. So if you have a business where you can make £100 an hour by doing sales calls or doing whatever, maybe publishing new books if you're in the publishing game, focusing on income generating tasks, why do you spend hours and hours making food and cooking when you could just use a meal preparation service or even go to restaurants where you pay a little bit more, but you're saving yourself so much time, and you can then dedicate some of that extra time to making more money, focusing on those income generating tasks, or doing things that you enjoy. So maybe some of your hobbies, you can actually spend some time and do those, go and see your family, do whatever it is that you might like to do. So some examples for me for what I like to outsource. For example, when I was in Bali earlier this year, I could have done all my washing, laundry myself, but it would have taken hours and hours. I would have done it half-heartedly. I would have got bad results. Things wouldn't have been cleaned or ironed or dried properly, whatever. Or I could walk down the street and have everything done for me perfectly for like £5. So everybody wins. The local business gets a little bit of money, and I save time as well, and I get my clothes back in perfect condition. Maybe missing some buttons here and there, but who cares? Other examples are like this YouTube channel. And in the past, I used to spend a lot of time editing the videos, but I realized if I just outsource the editing to somebody else, then they're going to get paid, they're going to get an income, and also I save a lot of time. So then instead of spending 2-3 hours editing these videos, maybe instead I can go and publish some new books or do something that I enjoy. Maybe I go and play football or something like that. So sorry to ramble on, and I hope this gives you some new perspective, but I just really wanted to make you aware of this trap and warn you about it, because many people sadly fall into this trap of just working all week, and then they get home, they're too tired to do anything. The weekend is spent, cleaning, tidying, getting ready for the next week, and it just goes round in circles. So make sure you use the power of leverage, and just remember, anytime that you can outsource something and you can spend your time better, whether that's doing something you enjoy or making more money so that you can keep outsourcing these things and, become passive, which is ultimately the goal here, then that is what you should do. So maybe check out this book, Life Leverage by Rob Moore. You'll find it on any good bookstore, Amazon, whatever. I'm not affiliated to Rob Moore. I just think he's a good author. And that's what we're all about on this channel. We're about authors and publishing. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
They wanna count me out before I'm even up. They wanna